Friday night SmackDown took place tonight, and this is the debut of the WWE Thunderdome. That's how the show started off. We had it start off similar to how the classic SmackDown intro starts off, when it has the whole, the structures are raising, and, you see Roman Reigns at the end, kind of like that. But what's different here from this SmackDown is it's like live. So the whole Thunderdome sets up. It basically comes into it goes into place. It was mechanical, went into place, and that's how the show started. We didn't get the intro. Hoping you still get the intro. Intro is awesome, but you started the show off with Vince McMahon appearing, and holy shit, we see Vince, and boy, does he look old. He has gained. He looks older. However, he is immediately interrupted by The Fiend. Before Vince can even talk, The Fiend makes his way to the ring. He makes that classic, awesome Fiend entrance. And seeing the Titantron back, even though there's no fans, there's digital fans, but seeing the Titantron back was so cool. And seeing the digital setup on the sides, I thought, this is refreshing just to see everyone back again. It's cool just seeing everyone there, and it was just really refreshing, to be honest, even though, it's still not the same without fans. He makes his way to the ring. He's about to kill Vince, and then all of a sudden, Braun Strowman's music hits. Braun Strowman gets to the ring. He confronts The Fiend, and then you have Retribution. All I can think of is Strowman and Wyatt can just kick all these guys' asses if they wanted to by themselves. I think they even hinted at that. But then the lights go out, The Fiend waves goodbye, and Braun's left in the ring with Retribution. Retribution beats up Braun Strowman, and then you have all the SmackDown roster come out to help Braun. Basically empties out the entire locker room, and they help him up. They take down Retribution. Retribution retreats, and two guys try to help Strowman. Strowman gets mad, and he kills one of the Usos, Jey Uso, and I think some other guy, Drew Gulak. And Strowman walks out. And they also brought out Naomi and Dana Brooke to help for some reason. He had Big E, so I guess one of the Retribution's probably a female, that's why. He had Big E against Sheamus. This is like a nothing match for me. I'm glad this is on SummerSlam. It's not a match I care about. Big E's singles run hasn't really been, anything special. I get the feeling's probably better off just staying in New Day. I don't know. Maybe it just started. He's only been in a single star for a while, but I get the feeling he's better off in New Day. You had Big E get the win here. So the lights go out again, and they think it's Retribution. You had, after Big E wins, you had them go backstage, and they show Jeff Hardy. He's being checked on, and he injured his knee earlier when someone hit him from behind, but we didn't see who it was. Everyone thinks it's Jeff Hardy. He asked for a knee brace because he can't miss the match later, so he can barely walk. Lucha House Party's on the ring when Cesaro and Nakamura jumped Lindsay Dorado and Gordon Motzley from behind, and eventually had a SmackDown tag team match for a tag title. Cesaro and Nakamura against the Lucha House Party, which is Dorado and Gordon Motzley with Kalisto held under corner. I think all the Lucha House Party should be fired, in my opinion. I wish they were part of that mass exodus a few months ago. They suck. Cesaro and Nakamura get the win. Nothing match. I'm glad Cesaro and Nakamura don't have a match because there's no one in the SmackDown, the tag division, for them to face. I guess maybe in Kofi Xavier come back. Who knows when that happens. So after the match, you had the Lucha House Party get into a fight. Who cares? Dorado and Kalisto get into an argument. I didn't care. I thought the show sucked, to be honest. I was just bored. I was just not into the show. I thought, man, just for a go-home show to SummerSlam, this is not delivering. Things got a little bit better. They showed footage of AJ injuring Jeff Hardy last night. He had Kayla Braxton, who, by the way, I loved her red dress tonight. Love it, Kayla. She interviews AJ Styles. He mocks Jeff Hardy and mocks him for injuring his knee. AJ Styles runs into Bayley and Sasha Banks, and they all praise each other, and they all put their belts up together. AJ goes, and then Bayley and Sasha go there, or head to the ring. Then they go back from the break. You had Kayla Braxton interview Mandy Rose. And wow, this was weird because she mentions, we've been through a lot this week, son. It's been a rough week. Yeah, no shit. You were almost killed by a fucking psychopath that broke into your home, was obsessed with the two of you. No fucking shit. And it got to the point where, are they breaking the fourth wall? Are they going to talk about it? But Mandy is hesitant about facing Sonya and wants to put it all behind them, and she's offering to cancel the match for the sake of their friendship. Sonya's not having it, but Mandy makes a plea to Sonya. So you had that. Then you had Bayley and Sasha Banks come out. They come out, they're the champs. Corey Graves interviewed Bayley and Sasha together in the ring. Michael Cole notes they both defending against Asuka in separate matches. Then Corey Graves tries to cause problems between the two of them. He always trolls them. He always trolls Sasha. They mock Corey, and then they wondered if Graves wonders if they can beat Asuka. Graves points out that Bayley suggested facing Asuka second, and then Sasha seemed upset. Then Naomi's music hits, and she offers them both a match. And what does is Corey Graves requests to beat the clock match. So whoever beats Naomi quicker gets the first match. So you have Sasha Banks against Naomi. This match dragged at certain points. It was very average. Naomi's not that good in the ring, I've noticed. Sasha was weird. Like, it lasted 3 minutes and Sasha won. She won a 3.5 minute match. 3 minutes and 39 seconds to be exact. Naomi got some offense in, but Sasha, she just got the bank statement. Sasha Banks pretty much crushes Naomi. She beats Naomi, and then they just made Bayley look really bad. The second one is Bayley, and Bayley's mad because Sasha won quickly. Bayley attacks Naomi fast, and she goes after her. But Bayley not only can't beat Sasha's record, which is how they should have done it, is Bayley couldn't get the 339. They actually had Naomi pin the SmackDown Women's Champ. Why? Why are they having Bayley get jobbed out? It's like, oh shit, are they going to bury Bayley again like they did a few years ago? You have her lose on Raw to Shayna Baszler. She submits. And she gets pinned in like a minute and a half to Naomi. This was just so fucking stupid. Why? If they're going to do Bayley and Naomi, I guess, at Payback, but they're not, because Bayley and Sasha are defending their tag belts. This was such a fucking stupid idea. I don't understand. What the fuck are they doing? Bayley's wrestling Asuka. She's not going to defend her title for a while, likely. She's defending the tag title. She's facing Asuka at SummerSlam. Why would you have her lose to two women who are not Asuka? The only one who can beat Bayley right now is Asuka. If it's Asuka, fine, you can have that. That's okay. But it sets up the match. But the fact that she lost to Shayna Baszler and Naomi is just stupid. And then Asuka comes out and she kicks both their asses. She beats up Sasha Banks and she beats up Bayley, who's left in the ring, and Asuka leaves them laying, and she sets up her double match with the two of them on Sunday. Kayla Braxton tries to approach Sonya Deville, and Sonya just says no. She looks mad, and she's been through a lot. They had Dana Brooke approach Sonya Deville. She tries to comfort her because everything she went through during this weekend. Like, why don't they just say it? Man, what happened last week on SmackDown? Nothing. I'm got to the point. Why won't they just say it? Like, it's been a rough week. Yeah, just fucking say it. There's a fucking stalker that tried to kill him, but then she slaps Dana Brooke. Poor Dana Brooke took a tough slap. Sonya Deville cuts a promo. She walks onto the ramp. She addresses Mandy Rose. She knew she tried to back out of her stipulations, and she raises the stakes. She wants a no DQ match, and loser leaves WWE. She's cutting Mandy's hair is not enough. So I guess, is the hair versus hair match off now? I don't know. I guess, is it off? I don't know, but Sonya was one of the highlights of SmackDown tonight. It was a good promo, and it sets up the match at SummerSlam. I don't know if it's official, though. They recap Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss Fiend Angle, backstage. They show Nikki Cross. She doesn't know what's happening to Alexa Bliss. She says, Lexi's a different person now. She's still the same lovely Lexi, but she's different. Something's wrong with her. Something's off. She's afraid something terrible is going to happen, like a giant man attacking her. Well, that happened twice. You had Bray Wyatt introduce the Firefly Funhouse, and you had AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy for the Crown title, and you'd expect AJ and Jeff to have a more of a hyped up matchup. I heard AJ was really mad at Jeff Hardy one time in TNA with the whole stuff at Sting. I wanted to mention that because I always knew that a bit too, but it was an average match. Jeff Hardy's knees messed up. He eventually uses his knee brace, and he gets a swanton, and Jeff Hardy wins the Intercontinental title. AJ shocked. They go backstage, and AJ is furious. They had after the match, had Kayla Braxton. We saw a lot of, which is great. I love seeing Kayla. She interviews Jeff Hardy in the ring. He talks about overcoming his personal struggles, and they saw AJ Styles yelling at Joseph Park backstage, and he blames Park for the statistics. Firefly Funhouse, where Wyatt hosts another episode, and of course he's attacked in the Funhouse by Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman beats up Bray Wyatt in his own Firefly Funhouse. Then they go to commercial, they come backstage, and they show them fighting, and then they fight near like a garage, and that's where Braun Strowman chokeslams Bray Wyatt, not the Fiend, off a platform onto the ground. Remember when King chokeslammed Zack Ryder to hell? Like a dumpster fire or something. But anyway, he chokeslams the Fiend onto the concrete, onto the other side, onto Bray Wyatt. I mean, it looks like Bray Wyatt's been killed. Braun leaves, he's smiling, and they have to bring in the stretcher, and they do a stretcher job. They put him in the ambulance, and all anyone can think of, okay, Braun's coming to tip over the ambulance, just like he did to Roman Reigns a few years ago, which really got him over. Instead, Braun never shows up. We see, it was cool, they showed the trainers yelling, get the hell out of here, because they know Braun's going to try and tip the ambulance over. That was a nice touch, but instead the ambulance starts coming back, like ass forward, and it comes towards us in reverse, and all of a sudden, the doors open up, and we see the Fiend. The Fiend is now there, and it ends with the Fiend laughing, sticking his tongue out, and he does the whole "let me in" as SmackDown ends, and that recapped the go-home show to SummerSlam.